The so-called ceasefire has been destroyed by Israel. In fact, there never was a ceasefire because the Israeli definition of ceasefire does not involve ceasing fire. That's because Israel is on a murderous rampage in Lebanon, and you are being lied to by Western politicians and Western media outlets when you were told that Lebanon was not part of the ceasefire agreement, when it absolutely was. None of this detracts from the US and Israeli defeat in the Iran war. It's linked. Israel is trying to destroy the ceasefire, but also exacting revenge on the people of Lebanon because of the humiliation that Israel and the US have suffered. Mass opposition to Israel is now becoming unstoppable in Western states, which arm and support Israel, which is why even Western governments are now being forced to speak out. Much too little, much too late, there it is. Now, yesterday, Israel engaged in mass indiscriminate slaughter in Lebanon, killing over 200 people in a single day, launching 100 strikes in just 10 minutes. We can see some of the destruction here. They even blew up a funeral in an attack which left a mushroom cloud.
Mama.
There's hideous imagery of a load of burned out cars after an Israeli strike in Beirut. Now, today, the World Health Organization reports that some of Lebanon's hospitals could run out of life-saving trauma medical kits within days as supplies near depletion following mass casualties from large-scale Israeli strikes over the past day. Yesterday, the Belgian Prime Minister was visiting Beirut. He says he was just a few hundred metres away when Israeli missiles struck. He said Israel launched with no previous warning one of the most massive strikes since the beginning of the hostilities, allegedly causing hundreds of civilian victims. And not to detract from those civilian victims, who we should be focusing on in terms of our anger and grief, but they nearly killed the Belgian Prime Minister. That's how out of control these people are. Now, as Israel continues its murderous rampage in Lebanon, let's discuss the barefaced lies of J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States.
I think the third thing that he said was Lebanon. Okay, and again, I actually think that is a reasonable misunderstanding, but neither us nor the Israelis said that that was going to be part of the ceasefire. Again, we're working with people to try to get through some of these things, but it's really fundamentally, we're on the right track.
Horse shit. Might as well speak bluntly about it. The Prime Minister of Pakistan posted on X about the ceasefire at the time, which declared that Iran and the US, along with their allies, have agreed to an immediate ceasefire everywhere, including Lebanon and elsewhere, effective immediately. That statement from the Pakistani Prime Minister was signed off by the United States government, which Ryan Grim at the brilliant Dropsite News confirmed. Without noting Ryan Grim's journalism, the New York Times has confirmed this. Let me read. Behind the scenes, the White House had already seen and signed off on the statement before Mr. Sharif posted it, according to a person briefed on the communication, a sign that the diplomatic channels were much more active than